Tonight on AfterBuzz TV SmackDown Live After Show, we have a rubber match, a debut, and a WWE World Heavyweight title bout. Stay tuned.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AfterBuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Yeah. We are live on AfterBuzzTV.com, the AfterBuzz TV YouTube page, iTunes, SoundCloud. You're liking, subscribing, telling your friends about the wonderful world of AfterBuzz TV.
Yay!
As we break down SmackDown Live for you. Welcome, everybody. I am Christian Rosenberg. The Twitter, @RealRosenberg. The Instagram, @TheRealRosenberg. T-shirts, ProWrestlingTees.com/Christian Rosenberg. Tom the Com is off this week, but you can bug him on Twitter, @TomTheCom. But the rest of the gang is here. First off, you can see her every week on the Fight TV app for Paragon Pro Wrestling, @Christy Reports. It's Christy Olson.
Hello.
Hello again. Good to see you as always.
Thank you so much. I will also be on Xbox 12360 tomorrow with Jesse Ventura and Ron Funches. That's right.
Well, that was a major news drop right there.
I know. That's why I chose the beginning of the show and not the end. I hope you all don't mind.
And she did not tell Scott or I that at all. And we're kind of in
man.
shock about that.
Let's fast forward to tomorrow.
Well, can we talk about tonight's show first?
No.
All right.
Jesse Ventura.
Well, at Curtain Jerks,
By a
Scott
telephone,
Narver's here too.
Blah, blah, blah.
That's
Hey, you know what? I
pretty
have to
big.
keep up with this guy and all of his big names that he's running into all the time.
Oh, Jesse Ventura is the best. That's amazing.
Well,
Hope you guys talk about the Illuminati a lot.
Hey, I get to hang
I'm
out.
sure it'll come up.
I get to hang out with you guys. I feel that's big enough,
Oh, so sweet.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried. I try to be nice once in a while.
Oh, rocking that rose shirt tonight. Looking
Yeah,
good.
yeah. I'm looking good because I gotta look good because the groom is back in the booth.
Yeah.
Jimbo in the booth, back from his honeymoon. What up, sir?
Hi, y'all.
Hey,
Good to be back, y'all.
it's good to have you back.
Let's talk SmackDown.
No, let's talk about the coolest wrestling-themed wedding that I've ever been to.
Yeah, is
Yes.
your hand a little heavier now, the left hand?
It is. I got diamonds on it. I'm flossing.
Uh-oh.
I got bling bling.
He's blinging.
I feel like crime time is about to jump me.
He's FABOLOUS with the bling.
I love it.
I'm like Sasha Banks over here.
There you go. You're legit. You're legit married now, Jimbo.
Legit
Congrats.
room.
But yeah, SmackDown tonight. Again, they continue to deliver week after week. And like Christy, you really said it best when we were watching it. You brought up, because we were getting ready for, at this point, the main event. And you're like, wow, it's already the main event? Like this 2 hours have flown by.
Yeah.
And that's awesome to say that.
Yeah, 2 hours can do that. 3 rarely happens. That's why this show's better.
There you go. Well, we start SmackDown seeing do we call him the number one contender for the WWE World Heavyweight title? Because he was getting a shot, so I guess he is.
No one else had that shot tonight.
No?
Number one contender.
James Ellsworth is taping his wrists up, getting ready for the biggest night of his life, and he looks up in the locker room, and there's Dean Ambrose holding the brand new, it exists, it is a real thing, James Ellsworth t-shirt that you can order on WWEshop.com, but you cannot get it until November 15th. Because they're either experiencing that many or they just realize, oh, we got to start making these because everyone wants them.
That face has so much detail in it. You can't just get one of those shoddy jobs like you do at the mall of just screen printing. No, this is meticulous stuff. Even Schamberger's like, I can't paint that. There's so much detail there.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I just can't believe that a company like WWE, who does such huge merchandising, I mean, they have to be one of like the biggest merchandising companies in the world, that they can't get it going a little bit quicker than that. I'm just
There's
surprised.
so
That's all
many.
I'm
I think
saying.
there's just so many people who want them. I mean, I want one. Scott wants one.
maybe
Everyone
they
in
were
our chat
available
room wants
immediately.
one.
Maybe they were available immediately earlier today. You think?
Maybe, and like the first batch got sold out so quickly, they're like, oh, we got to make some more.
Yeah, all the Heath Slater's kids bought up the first batch.
Yeah. Well, everyone's got the I Got Kids shirt. Mm-hmm. And now they're just like, all right, well, I got some more allowance money over the last few weeks. Now let's get a James Ellsworth shirt.
Jimbo, you gonna get one?
I don't think so.
Why?
Oh.
I don't know. I'm not a big fan of like that type of shirt. It's too much for me.
I got you. I know what you mean.
You feel me?
I do.
I do have a tidbit of information that may I don't know. So I heard long ago that Ryan from Pro Wrestling Tees tried to work something out with the WWE where they would just like work hand in hand and they would make all their shirts and they could make shirts for every single wrestler and it would work like Pro Wrestling Tees works where like James Ellsworth, he has a shirt because he's on the roster and people can buy them and they'll ship them to them and whatnot, which would be Christy's reason of getting them out faster. But apparently WWE is like, not only do we not want to work with you guys, but not everyone on our roster deserves a shirt. So thanks, but no thanks.
Are you
kind of
talking
thing.
about the same site that sells Christian Rosenberg t-shirts?
That exact same shite? Maybe too many people are buying your shirts.
Maybe.
There's just no room for WWE. There.
Maybe. And also, I mean, Scott is sporting a Mark E Extreme t-shirt.
Yes.
The chat roll was wondering.
No chat roll. I do not have an Enzo Amore t-shirt. I have a certified E-shirt from Marquee Extreme.
Yeah, he is the backyard entertainment champion.
Backyard wrestling entertainment champion, yes.
But how many dimes does he have?
He's got a lot of dimes. Because that's what he charges for his shows.
just a dime gets you in.
Yeah, so he has way more dimes than Enzo.
So we kick off SmackDown with Randy Orton heading to the ring. He mentions how he's escaping Bray Wyatt is like escaping quicksand. And I am wrath, I am vengeance, and I am coming for you.
And I am woman, hear me roar.
And then all of a sudden Bray appears on the Tron with his version of Druids, which is a bunch of black sheep. Mm-hmm. And Bray is hanging out in a casket. And Bray mentions he's here, and out comes his good old buddy, Luke Harper. For his first singles match since he's come back from injury, he goes one-on-one with Randy Orton. Match only goes on for a few minutes, and then the lights come out, and out comes Bray being carted out in the casket.
So creepy.
Comfortable.
He looked surprisingly comfortable.
That coffin was nice. I don't know if that's one of those Costco coffins or what, but that is plush.
Yeah.
If the WWE shop sold one of those, that and a James Ellsworth shirt, I'm buying both.
Combo special.
Yeah.
Get your James Ellsworth t-shirt and casket.
Yeah.
It says follow the buzzards on top of it. So Bray comes out, go to commercial, come back. Pretty much match goes on for like another minute or so. Bray enters the ring, starts attacking Orton. Ref calls for a DQ. Harper and Bray beating up on Orton. Bray goes to open a casket to throw Randy into it. And all of a sudden, Kane appears inside the casket.
Not corporate Kane.
No.
Everybody.
No. Devil's favorite demon Kane.
Yes.
And Kane and Randy start getting the offense in on the Wyatt family. Lights go out again. Lights come back on. Wyatts are gone. Are we going to experience some type of tag team casket match?
Oh. I don't think there's ever been one.
No. At first I was thinking, well, we're going to have like the first casket match ever that does not involve Undertaker or Kane. But then Kane showed up. Mm-hmm. So it's just like maybe some type of team one.
Mm-hmm.
So do you have two caskets or do you have to stack them?
Maybe it's just the first person to get one member of a team in a casket, but it's 2-on-2.
Okay. No.
I'm wrong.
No, that's not gonna work for me. They both gotta get in the casket.
Well, that would mean you'd
like
have
the Kamala/Yokozuna size casket.
right, because then you need.
Oh, there we go.
But then if it's like a single elimination casket match, you need at least 3 caskets around.
Sure.
Why not?
There's 4 sides to the ring. You can
Casket
do
it up.
Hashtag casket it up.
Survivor Series is coming. It's all about surviving, and if you can't survive, you're in a casket.
And that's a great way for a payoff of this feud. I mean, we haven't had a casket match in how long?
I can't remember the last casket match.
Chat roll, when was the last casket match? Because I don't remember, and neither does Scott.
Well, but so this would also kind of set up Bray Wyatt as being able to carry that torch of the casket match.
You're the face of fear, and he would be exactly the one that could continue it for years to come.
He needs to make the inside of that casket scarier then, because it is just too nice in there. I fear nothing of death when I see that casket.
It made me want to take a nap.
Right? Oh, it's nice in there.
It was Bray.
It looks
former
spacious.
pants colored
What
interior.
if this is how we get Sister Abigail? Like she's in the casket.
That would
Like
be
when they open the casket to put in one of the people they're fighting.
interesting.
Sister Abigail is the new John Cena turning heel. Like, it's just forever desired and wanted, and it feels like it's never going to happen.
Stay tuned, everybody.
What was with the high pitch there?
She's doing her best Goldberg impression.
Oh, that was Goldberg. Got it.
You're next.
AJ Styles backstage talking about how he's the world champion and he's stuck getting in the ring with a fat, skinny turd.
It's
That's so
skinny
wrong
fat.
yet so accurate.
It's the new skinny fat ass.
I guess so.
That Triple H called CM Punk.
Yes, you're right. He did call him that. And AJ is angry at Dean Ambrose, saying when he finds Dean Ambrose, he's going to take him apart piece by piece. Women's action, Alexa Bliss versus Naomi. Rematch from No Mercy a few weeks ago. And this time Alexa had time to prepare because she was expecting Becky Lynch at No Mercy. Mm-hmm. Alexa sporting her Freddy Krueger gear. She brought it back out. She had it out last year around this time in NXT. I'm just bringing up the Freddy Krueger gear, that's all.
It seems like it's an outfit. Something. Is it time already for the chat roll's favorite segment?
Believe that? We're not believe that yet.
Well, there's.
Oh no, I have been surpassed.
What segment are you referring to?
Christian's Closet.
I don't know, like, because I can bring different things up throughout the show, so I got to combine it all in one segment?
So it's a running segment throughout the show.
It could be.
Oh, I think we have to talk about Alexa Bliss and her Freddy Krueger outfit. Please.
First off, I got to give kudos to Jimbo, because this is the perfect theme for it.
Oh yeah.
And the chat roll is loving it.
Yeah.
Well, no, Alexa busting out the Freddy Krueger gear, and I did enjoy Naomi's outfit as well. It was a little more revealing than it normally is. So from a guy's perspective, that was good.
So that's something you would cheer for because she's a good guy.
Correct.
Good gal.
I would cheer for it.
Okay. Did the Freddy Krueger outfit make you hate her?
No.
Did it make you scared of her?
Well, she is 5 feet of fury, as she calls it.
Yes.
All right, we can cut the music now. I'll probably have to bring it back a little later on. But Lupio316 is asking, what the hell is Christian's Closet? Where have you been?
Yeah, Lupio.
Where have you been, sir or ma'am? I don't know if you're a guy or a girl. So, good match between the two. Actually, I thought this match was a lot better than the No Mercy match. They gave it a lot of time. Alexa hits the Twisted Bliss for the win, solidifying why she's the #1 contender, getting her title shot in 3 weeks. And Renee goes in the ring interviewing Alexa, and Alexa brings up, in 3 weeks, the fairy tale is over. There will be a new champ crowned, and she will be the fairest of them all. I like that.
I liked the promo. This is kind of something that they've been doing more often now, is the post-match in-ring interview. And the problem with it is that everybody's a little bit winded. And that's just not a great look. And I'm sure Alexa has a never-ending cardiovascular fortitude.
Supply?
Yes. But she sounded winded, and that kind of just affected the experience of the promo a little bit for me.
Is it because they're trying to keep up the glamour part of it? Is that what ruins it? Like, what if the ladies were more war-torn afterwards? Is that okay if they're then...
Yeah, if they were huffing and puffing and, like, maybe the hair wasn't still perfect or something, then I could buy it. Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, she just finished up a hard-fought victory. I mean, sometimes, in sports, that's when they generally interview the winners, right, and when the buzzer sounds and they're trying to go to the locker room and they get stopped, they tend to be out of breath.
I don't watch sports.
Oh.
Sorry.
Okay. Just sports entertainment.
Absolutely.
Got it. Apollo Crews versus Kurt Hawkins, we thought. Kurt Hawkins finally about to make his debut. Comes out trying to do... Is this the male Eva Marie thing? Because, it was his own voice doing his introduction.
Right.
Which I gotta admit, was kind of funny.
Sure. That's fun.
Yeah. And then Apollo Crews punches him in the mouth after Hawkins said, I'm going to turn Apollo Crews into Apollo Lose. Because, those words hurt. Be a star, Kurt Hawkins. Be a star.
They hurt somebody. By the way, quick update. Andrea Beeler has said, I'm surprised by this answer. Daniel Bryan versus Kane on SmackDown January 29th, 2015 was the last casket match that was had.
Daniel Bryan was still wrestling back then?
That was what I was thinking. I guess January.
But that was just a little over a year and a half ago?
Just reporting what I'm reading here. So.
Yeah. No, I remember that one. That's the one where Daniel Bryan just kind of like laid into the casket, very obviously, and it was a little bit not great.
I don't even remember
someone made a reference to something old that I remember.
Yeah. Hey, I didn't remember it.
Neither did I.
Yeah. There you go, Christy. Good job. So Kurt Hawkins, after he got punched in the mouth, rolls out of the ring and is like, you ruined my debut. This match is not happening. And he walked out. So we still have not had the Kurt Hawkins debut. Just like we have not had the Eva Marie debut. Couple in the works.
Oh, could she get a Kane? He's got the
Could
Kane.
he get red hair?
Sure.
Redder hair?
Sure, not as red as that. I don't think that's possible. Could you make your hair red like that?
Absolutely. You just gotta bleach it.
That's all it takes, Scott.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You bleach it first, and then you make it red.
Okay, because I would have done the one thing and I've been like, this didn't turn out at all. No. I have to read all the instructions, and I'll still mess it up.
I'll help you.
We should film this.
For Christian's Closet, a special segment.
I think
fashion and style.
I think it should just be. We got to come up with a segment for Scott, and then we just got to just do stuff to Scott.
How to make you look like a superstar.
Call the segment "Do Stuff to Scott," I guess. Now we have a really, really interesting segment on SmackDown. Carmella comes out. First off, no more accent. The Staten Island accent is gone. And I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with it, but she didn't even try to phase it out. She just went there.
It's Kofi Kingston.
Yeah, yes. she was completely Kofi Kingston. She Kofi'd it. She's talking about Nikki, but before she really even gets started, Nikki comes out because she's like, instead of you attacking me from behind, whatever you're going to say or do, you're going to do it in my face. So Carmella tells Nikki that you can do whatever you want thanks to your boyfriend. And Nikki responded really well. She would come, shame on you as a woman to credit my accomplishments thanks to a man. Not saying that I couldn't do it myself with my hard work. Yes. Carmella then calls Nikki a gold digger. Nikki then mentions, I'm fearless, I'm not afraid of a boss or a queen or the princess of Staten Island. Carmella then mentioned you used your looks to get your foot in the door, you used your sister to get in the ring, and you used your boyfriend to become a celebrity. And stormed out. As Carmella was heading in the ring, I literally said to Christy while we were in the screening area, isn't this feud over? They had a good feud. I enjoyed it. They had their match. Nikki won. Move on.
Now it's personal.
Now I'm more into it. Because
Absolutely.
Within that 5 minutes, honestly, this was easily Carmella's best promo since she's been up on the main roster. And I might say it was Nikki's best promo, period. I felt it. I thought it was genuine. Doing the, I'm not hiding behind a man type thing. I'm a strong woman. She nailed that. And I'm interested to see where this goes.
I mean, she finally got to answer to everything that the WWE Universe naysayers say about her. And they haven't acknowledged the relationship on TV that much as we do see it on Total Divas and Total Bellas. And it was like, finally. And my first thought was, why did they wait this long? And then it was so good. And I was like, oh, okay, that's why. Because now this was just perfect. And the crowd got behind Nikki.
Yes, they did.
I was so surprised by that. I just want to give the WWE Universe a round of applause on that one.
And how'd you like the little montage they made of Nikki from all the Total Bellas and Divas stuff?
So funny, because she admittedly on the show, she does call herself the needy monster. Like, that's something that she has acknowledged on Total Divas and Total Bellas. So it was hilarious. It was perfect. It was perfect.
Scott?
Yeah, it was great. It was nice to see this more real side of Nikki Bella, rather than just the keeping up appearances of, yep, I have a twin and I wrestle and I've held the Divas belt forever and that's it. There's no other layers to me. No, this was great. And I like Carmella trying to call her out on it and saying that you're using it. It was just really, really good. It was really honest and simple storytelling.
Yeah. And speaking of stories, apparently the boyfriend of one Nikki Bella is apparently the subject of this week's Believe That. And so for those of you that are new to the show, because I think we had a couple people in the chat that this is their first time watching live and everything, so welcome.
Howdy.
Christy loves dirt sheets. I love them as much as our new Christian's Closet segment.
That's so much love,
isn't it? So Chrissy tells us her favorite story of the week, and Scott and I decide whether or not we believe it or not. So grab your pretend helmets and goggles and gloves, because you always got to be safe. Because it's time for Believe That. You would think by now I'd get used to that. You would think.
Why are you wearing white?
This was a mistake. I'm all filthy now. I got to bring my road shirt to the dry cleaner now.
So much soot.
Oh, it's all over the place. Sorry, Chrissy, what do we got?
Well, I wonder if you're also about to crap on this rumor here. But this one comes from Forbes. Forbes magazine online, and they are...
That is not a dirt sheet.
That is not a dirt sheet at all. However, I mean, they get a little dirty with the wrestling rumors. That's why I like them. But you mentioned before, Scott, the never-ending rumors of the John Cena heel turn. Well, apparently there is some actual evidence that might actually happen very soon. Forbes cited a source who said that WWE is looking to do something big to boost ratings, and that they are considering, they've been talking about this more than ever, a John Cena heel turn. And, it could really work because he's on kind of a hiatus now. And looking at maybe it happening at WrestleMania 33. And apparently, this is an inside source who says, hey, this could actually go down finally. Finally, we know we've been talking about it, but guys, it could actually happen now. Forbes says so.
I'm guessing the source is James Ellsworth. Just dishing the dirt the second he gets in that door.
Maybe
I gotta get his number.
Maybe John Cena's jealous that James Ellsworth got a title shot, and now it's gonna be Cena versus Ellsworth at WrestleMania. Book it now.
Oh my God, I love it. I love it. So, do you believe it?
Absolutely not.
But it's Forbes. They have a source.
Do you see this? Look at the video. Quotes are happening.
Well, if they have a source, then I have to change my ruling.
Could be Shane McMahon.
It could be. Zach Ryder, he wasn't doing anything tonight.
Is he ever?
Well, he was on Talking Smack, apparently.
Okay.
But
he should get on the show like Miz.
Cena, the time for the possibility of a Cena heel turn has long passed. They teased it for a long time. It's like, oh, this is the time where it could happen. This is the time where it could happen. It should have happened when The Rock beat him. That's when the heel turn should have happened. But now he's at this point in his career where, besides the fact he still put it on excellent matches, because to me still, Cena versus AJ from SummerSlam right now to me is match of the year. he's at that point where he gets the respect from the crowd. Because there are guys where, whether they cheer or boo, they're still applauding him. Wow, he's done a lot for us and still putting on these type of matches. Mm-hmm. There was several years where he was not at that point, even though he was still doing it. Now, because everyone knows his career is heading towards its end, I don't see it happening. Take Hogan, for example. When he made the turn and turned to Hollywood Hogan, mm-hmm. a lot of people did think at that point his career was almost over, but then he lasted several more years. I don't see Cena lasting several more years as a full-timer like Hogan did. Because of that, I do not believe it. If Cena was going to stick around for another 4 or 5 years, then yes, he ain't sticking around another 4 or 5 years. Scott?
He better stick around for another 4 or 5 Total Bella seasons. Scott? Do you believe that?
I totally believe that.
Yay!
Oh,
good, because the chat roll, not so much.
It's a lot of the opposite of what you said, Christian. I know Cena's very aware. Cena's always in the pulse. Cena always knows what's going on. He talked about it openly on Stone Cold's podcast, on the WWE Network some time ago, where they had it set. They, everything was made, new gear, all the stuff, and it was going to happen. Mm-hmm. And I thought there was a possibility of the planting of the seeds of when he lost to AJ and left what would be a headband for everyone else. And AJ wore it around that, maybe that's him giving up. It's always there. It can always be there, and the guy would make it work, and he, even if he was a part-timer, he would make it huge, and it would give a whole new shot of juice to his career, and it would be, I could see him doing it and wanting to do it, and that guy's not going to stop anytime soon. It's like what everybody always says about Undertaker. Oh, he's done. This is the last time. There's no way. If he has something else that he's really excited about and wants to do, he'd absolutely keep going. He's a lifer. He is an absolute lifer. Unless something takes him out that puts him in a wheelchair, he's not stopping. So, yeah, I believe it.
Yeah.
Jimbo, what do you think?
I believe it, but I don't believe it as, much of Hollywood Hogan heel turn, because I don't know, him coming back, everyone's going to cheer, and I don't know if there's a big enough baby face that he could just come back and, beat up, that everyone would automatically boo him. Mm-hmm. But I do think if we start seeing, John Cena come out in a suit and acting like he does on Total Bellas, and he's just cocky, arrogant, like when Jericho came back and he wore the suit and he'd walk to the ring. I
love that Jericho.
Like John Cena, like that, to where he wants Nikki to open the ropes for him, and he wants to be no, I want it the way I want it. You need to fix the ring canvas because it's dirty, and I'm too good to wrestle on something so dirty. Really arrogant, just yeah, I'm rich and I'm better than you because I'm rich, kind of like that John Cena.
Yes, I love that.
And I love what AJ0314 in the chat said. He always has a really good comment every week in our chat, and he said, unless a Make-A-Wish kid makes it happen, Cena won't turn. And I completely agree with that.
Even so, it's got to be 5 of them.
It's got to be at least 5. I mean, it's got to be majority rules.
And they have to be really, really, really sick. Oh, too far?
Wow.
Sorry.
Wow. Christy's on fire tonight, by the way. Have you noticed? She was on it today. Well, let's get back into the show here. Renee is with James Ellsworth in the back, talking about how he never would have believed this would have happened. He knows he doesn't deserve it, but no matter what, my life is going to change forever, and I'm going to be able to tell my grandkids that I had a WWE World Heavyweight title match against AJ Styles. And he started legit, eyes watering up. He's either a much better actor than we thought, or it really hit him.
Or his body rejects water.
Rejects water.
Someone told him, hey, you should drink some water for your match. It's going to be a big deal. And he's like, okay. And then it just sort of, pours out of his eyes. I don't know with that guy's body. I really don't. He's an anomaly.
6-man tag match then happens. Miz and the Spirit Squad versus Dolph Ziggler and Beauty and the Man Beast. We found out Slater and Rhino made the save last week because Rhino hates male cheerleaders.
Aww.
It's a good, strong stance politically, I think.
Yeah. He lost the male cheerleader vote.
That's okay. He won the female cheerleader vote.
All right.
It's ready. Okay.
Where has this Christy been? I want this Christy every week. Good 6-man tag match. Chaos at the end, as these matches always have. Miz gives Slater a cheap shot, and Kenny rolls up Heath Slater, pins one half of the tag champs. Can Spirit Squad get a tag team title match, please?
Oh, please.
Please.
Please. This is so
Please.
weird. I love it.
6 months ago, if I told you that we have the potential of the team of Heath Slater and Rhino defending the tag titles against the Spirit Squad, what would you have said to me?
I would have said, that's not your segment. Your segment will soon be Christian's Closet. That's Christy's segment. Believe that. How dare you try and steal that from her?
Sorry. What was our segment for Scott now? Make Scott do stuff? What were we calling it?
I forgot already.
Forgot. Clearly it didn't work.
Didn't work. No go.
No. Dan O'Brien's backstage on the phone with Shane, talking about how, hey, now we got to start forming our Survivor Series team since Stephanie on Raw accepted the challenge. And in comes Natalya. I'm like, all right. Natalya wants to be the first female for Team SmackDown. And then she starts quoting Whitney Houston, although she denies it. And then she pulled up her cat's Instagram that has many more followers than me. Actually, probably more followers, a lot more followers than the three of us put together.
True.
Because it's a huge heel move to bring up your cat
And quote Whitney Houston.
and quote Whitney Houston. Because everyone hates cats and Whitney Houston.
Apparently. Because that's what Natalya's going for.
What's she doing? What are you doing, Natty?
Well, she refused to dye her hair and change her ring attire to make her a true heel. So we'll go with this.
Okay.
It's
Think
weird.
she just sneak back into face territory, no one will notice?
Yeah. Like goofy face Natalya.
Yeah, 2 paws can make it happen.
Just minus Great Khali.
I don't know. Do you think she enjoys this right now? Is this something that she's like, yeah, I can sink my teeth into this. This is fun.
I think she's got so much going on at home that's wrestling related that I don't know that her mind could even be there right now. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, she's obviously being the professional that she's always been, and whatever they want her to do, she does.
Of course.
But something's got to give at some point, right?
Yeah, I'd like it. If she's enjoying it, great. I'm all for it. I just don't know if she likes what's going on right now. She should be one of those, wrestlers there now that it's, hey, what do you want to do?
I wish we could see, like, behind the scenes, like, her home life with, like, TJ or, her thoughts right now about her career.
I feel like there's...
Oh, wait a minute.
I feel like there's a show for that. Like, solely for that.
Like, maybe that's why she's coming around again? Because, what do we got? 4 weeks yet till the big premiere of Total
Table
Divas
for
Season
3.
6?
That's I like me some Table for 3.
Yeah, one cat, TJ, and Natalya.
Well, but the one...
How can they pick? They have, like, 9 cats.
Well, many episodes.
The Table for 3 a few weeks ago with Big Show, Mark Henry, and Kane was freaking great.
That's a good one.
I think that might have been my favorite one.
It's up there.
It's one of them.
The Ziggler, Bryan, Ryback
Yeah.
Oh,
one.
that was good too.
That one's
The
That's
New
my
Day one
fave.
was good too. I think that was the first
also
one.
fun.
Jack Swagger versus Baron Corbin. So this was like they hyped it up last week, saying like this is gonna be the rubber match. Swagger won the first match, even though Corbin looked like he was reaching for the ropes. Ref called it a tap out. Corbin won the second match. All right, here's the rubber match, and it was a minute. Corbin absolutely destroyed Swagger. End of days. Done. Remember that whole if you think you know Jack Swagger, you don't know Jack?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, remember that?
We do. We
You might
do
be able
know
to see
you,
that on
Jack.
the network now.
We know you very well, Jack. You get jacked every push that you get. Something happens terribly, terribly wrong. I don't blame Jack. I'm always interested in Jack Swagger. He's hilarious. This is just so befuddling. I don't get it. I don't get why they do that. Why?
If you want to put Corbin over, fine. It makes sense.
Yes.
But to have him just completely destroy him in a rubber match?
Yeah. have a schmoz, have they, they fight and it doesn't even happen, and something's gonna happen, I don't know, down the line. But I don't get it. I don't get why every feud Swagger has, Rusev, Del Rio, whatever it is, like it starts and then just immediately someone goes, oh no, and removes everything, all momentum from Jack Swagger every single time.
Did you feel that it was working before this episode?
Yes, I thought there was interest. I was interested as a viewer. I thought it was cool that Swagger came out, from another show. My contract ended, and I'm here now, and had excitement. And then the match that went down, that he was going to make him tap, and then he won by a fluke, which is fine. And then the other one where he lost. Mm-hmm. But there was something interesting started to occur, and it feels like they just took it all away. I don't get it.
Yeah, and there's one thing I have to say about Baron Corbin, and I'm afraid that Jim was going to have to hit my new music for this. Why is Baron Corbin still wearing his NXT t-shirt?
Oh, that's why we opened up the shop page to look if...
He needs a new t-shirt.
I was going to look if the t-shirt on the site, if he's just wearing old ones, or if the new one's on the site, if you order it.
Is there a new one on the site?
I went to the site to look, and there was a sale, and I got distracted. And I ordered 3 t-shirts.
He's been on the main roster since WrestleMania. You would think he would not have a shirt with the NXT logo on the side of it anymore.
Maybe he's like super superstitious. And that's like his one shirt or something.
He just wears the same shirt every match?
Yeah,
lone shirt.
Yes.
You know what?
Yes.
You know what? I mean, I can buy that, but then we should have some more, like, at least a new shirt for him by now. Like, after he made his debut...
Weren't you just saying that WWE said that not everybody deserves a t-shirt?
No, Jimbo said that.
Oh.
But he's also a bad guy. How many shirts should a bad guy have?
No, I'm not saying he should have a ton of shirts, but if he had that shirt for at least 6 months before he got to the main roster, then a whole new audience, at least change it a little bit and get rid of the NXT logo and have it be on the main roster page.
Well,
I don't know.
Maybe it's such a hot seller. Can't change it.
Well, if he's not getting a new shirt, clearly it's not a hot seller. Sorry, Baron.
Aww.
And that concludes this horrific segment that I'm now a part of.
No, there's more.
I don't know if there's more tonight.
Oh, there is.
All right, well, we'll see.
I still think Jack Swagger needs to join the Shining Stars and form a trio.
Oh, you know what?
Shining Stars are on Raw.
Part of that Forbes article said that there would be a new faction with Dolph Ziggler, Jack Swagger, Benjamin Shelton when he comes.
Benjamin Shelton?
Shelton Benjamin.
Oh, sorry. I read it wrong.
New guy,
Chad
Benjamin
Gable
Shelton.
And maybe Kurt Angle.
Well,
Well,
they're all like the actual like collegiate Olympic wrestlers.
Yeah, so, hey. Again, a source.
They've been teasing that since Team Angle with like Kurt Shelton, Benjamin Shelton, and the House of Charlie.
Well, apparently now it could go down, finally, along with that Cena heel turn. Just saying.
Yeah, it's all happening at once. We go back to Natalya showing her cat's Instagram to Daniel Bryan. This got 2 segments. How did this get 2 segments?
She found dirty photos of somebody.
We couldn't get the Vaudevillains on tonight, but we got 2 segments.
Hype bros.
I mean, the Vaudevillains don't have any reality show coming out in a couple weeks.
What about the Usos and American Alpha? No love for them tonight either.
Show's only 2 hours. It's only so much can be shown.
Yeah.
And 2 segments of Natalya's cat's Instagram. All right.
Yeah. Blackmail's a hell of a thing.
Ambrose shows up in a ref shirt, and Daniel Bryan is like more happy to see Dean than Renee Young. But Daniel Bryan mentions that Dean cannot be the referee tonight because the title is on the line. We need a licensed official. But if you want to be the timekeeper, if you want to be the ring announcer, if you want to be a commentator, you can pick. You can do any of those. And Ambrose is like, okay. And walks away. Didn't tell us what he's going to do.
He's crazy.
He is a lunatic, as his shirts say. And he got a new t-shirt.
Well, yeah.
Just saying. And main event time for the WWE World Championship. AJ Styles defending against James freaking Ellsworth, Who got music?
Yeah.
It was super generic, and I loved it.
And a shirt, and a
He's a shirt
Titantron, and
with
a
the fists.
graphic.
He's got everything. He's got everything a superstar is supposed to have.
No wonder he was crying.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
Yeah, dude.
Like, this is, I mean, he's been wrestling, he said, what, like 15 years or so? Obviously, his build, not one you would expect to ever be on the roster, let alone the main event of SmackDown 2 weeks in a row, let alone for the WWE World Championship.
Yeah.
How upset do you think Braden Walker was?
Does he still afford cable? Ooh. Oh, was that wrong? Is that wrong of me to say?
No. You said it.
Yeah.
It's okay.
For like the two people who are listening who remember him.
Oh, Sharo remembers, I'm
Hey,
sure.
he'll knock your block off, all right?
He will knock my block off. That is true.
I'm sure he wants to hang out with Broken Matt Hardy very badly.
Oh, delightful. The crowd chants Ellsworth like they're chanting for Goldberg.
It's hard to tell them apart.
Raw gets Goldberg. The Goldberg. SmackDown gets Ellsworth. And you know what? I like the SmackDown chant better.
Agreed.
Yeah, this is so crazy and weird, and I love it. SmackDown's taking chances all the time. Raw's very formulaic and very strong and very good at what they do, but SmackDown is taking these weird chances, and I love it.
Yeah. Some stick, some might not, but they're taking the chances. Mm-hmm. Like the Milkman didn't stick too well a few weeks ago.
Oh, yeah.
So Ambrose did some nice intros for the two and had the longest bell ringing that I can remember. He rang the bell for like a minute straight.
Well, you know,
Of course he did.
Because he's Ambrose.
you got to make sure that everyone understands that the match is starting.
Yes. Ambrose, and then like less than a minute in, Ambrose mentions that we have to take a TV commercial timeout. And then when they come back, Ambrose brings up, hey, you can order the James Ellsworth t-shirt on WWEshop.com. It's $25, but it's worth it.
That site must have exploded.
Yes.
Like, there's no way that it functioned well. We tried to look it up, and it just did not
We
work. It
need to
crashed.
find a way to find numbers on how many t-shirts get ordered. I don't know if there's any way to do it.
He might say.
Ellsworth might say.
Ellsworth might say, like,
That's a good point.
this sold this many shirts. Oh my God, thank you. Now I can also get an above ground pool.
I feel like WWE is like iTunes, where like they are not going to let that information get out there.
Probably not. I loved this one quick sequence that they had in the match, but I felt like they did it too quick that the crowd didn't catch on to it. AJ puts Ellsworth in a rear chin lock, and Ellsworth immediately slips out of it because he has no chin.
Oh, you're right. I didn't catch that.
Right, because they did it so quickly, they should have kind of paused a little bit and be like, no, chin, not there.
Also, the commentators could have put that over.
Right. I mean, they brought up the fact later on that he has no chin or anything like that, but they didn't really talk about that sequence, probably just because they did it so quick.
See, I will argue that he has lots of chins and has no jaw. There are chins going for days on that guy.
That, yes, may be more accurate.
And the names that, when we get to the move, I will read off many of these names that the chat roll has come up with for Ellsworth finisher.
Are you talking about the no chin music, as Otunga called it? Mm-hmm. All right, what other names do you got for
Yeah,
it?
there's the Ellsworth super kick of doom. Boy, where did they all go? They were just sporadic.
I
here.
see fit chin music,
Yeah, there's some really good ones here. That's
flat
great.
chin music. Oh, such gold.
He needs to be DLC for the WWE game.
Oh,
So bad.
Oh my God, if he can get on that, that'd be so great. Ambrose starts saying some things in the microphone to anger AJ. Mentions that, I knew you had the soccer mom haircut, but I didn't know you kick like a soccer mom too. And AJ got angry and stopped listening to the referee. Did not acknowledge the ref's 5 count in the corner. Ref calls for the bell, and James Ellsworth wins by DQ. So he's not the champion. But he defeated AJ Styles 2 weeks in a row.
The chins that gets the wins beats the face that runs the place.
Well done.
Thank you. And he has more wins over AJ Styles than John Cena.
Yep, Ambrose made clear that everyone heard that tonight.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
And Ambrose gave AJ a dirty deeds for good measure. So, at this point, can we have another triple threat match at Survivor Series? I know we just had one for the WWE title with AJ, Cena, and Ambrose. But I think we deserve to have it with AJ, Ambrose, and Ellsworth.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the captain of your team right there is James Ellsworth.
He better be on Team SmackDown. They better put him on there, and he better eliminate Jericho. Because that just writes itself.
That does.
SmackDown was so good tonight. I was just so happy with the show.
It's been great.
Yeah.
It has been great.
And we're definitely going to keep the conversation going. Give us your other names for James Ellsworth's finishing move in the YouTube comments. And then also, you can chat with us on the various forms of social media that we are on. Scott Narver, how can people reach out to you?
You can reach out to me on social media at Curtain Jerks. You can listen to my comedy wrestling podcast, Curtain Jerks, available on iTunes and SoundCloud. And you can check out Fox Sports Presents Wrestling Compadre Slamcast. This week, we have a great guest coming up in the studio. Tomorrow, in fact, will be Christy Hemme. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So check that out.
Oh, I like her. And you guys can always keep up with me at Christy Reports on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. And definitely check out Xbox12360 this week. And also, we will be breaking down Total Bellas Episode 3 tomorrow night we're changing times to 9 p.m. Pacific, so I would love to see you there.
Who's on Xbox 12360 again?
Ron Funches?
And
Jesse Ventura.
Cool. That's awesome.
That's a killer lineup right there. And you can follow me on Twitter at Ru Rosenberg, Instagram, the Ru Rosenberg. T-shirts, ProWrestlingTees.com/Christian Rosenberg. Also, November 9th at the MI Westside Theater in Santa Monica, my critically acclaimed, as I call it, improv wrestling combination show, Cut That Promo, returns. My guest will be Eli Drake.
Ooh.
It's going to be a lot of fun. I'll be posting the link on Twitter and other forms of social media. And Jimmo, plug your Twitter, new husband.
Follow me on Twitter at Jimbo in the Booth. Check me out on the Lucha Underground After Show. And I will, too, be on Xbox 12360 tomorrow with Christy and Jesse Ventura. Tune in.
Are they going to be on the phone or in studio?
Jesse Ventura is via telephone, and Ron Funches will be in studio with
Beautiful.
us.
Love it. And for all your other AfterBuzz TV news and gossip, follow them on Twitter at AfterBuzz TV. Thanks so much for tuning in. For Jimbo in the Booth, Scott Narver, and Christy Olson, I'm Christian Rosenberg. We'll see you later.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.